Oh, and Ashley's here. Let me let her in. I see that. We have
Oh, we got
one.
Ashley?
Yeah, so you'll be able to seat her for
Good.
Michelle. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mute because you don't need me.
No, they got Mike's iPhone. Okay. Do we know who Mike is? Do we need to know? We don't need to know. Joanne, ready? Yes? Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a regularly scheduled meeting of the Zoning Commission of the City of Danbury. March 26, 2024. Let the record show we will begin with a roll call at 7:35. Commissioner Bennett,
Present.
Commissioner Botello,
Here.
Commissioner Cabrera,
Here.
Commissioner James is absent. Commissioner Jowdy is absent. Commissioner Nazario.
Sorry, I'm present. Apologies, I'm present.
That's fine. Commissioner Nejane,
Here.
Commissioner O'Neill,
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Present.
There she is. Commissioner Simone. Absent. Commissioner Villacrez. Absent. And I am Commissioner Haddad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one alternate. Commissioner Harrison, I'm going to seat you for the entire evening for Commissioner James.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. The next regular meeting is scheduled for April 9th, 2024. Everyone, please note that there is no regular meeting scheduled for April 23rd, 2024 due to the Passover holiday. Before we do the pledge, let me read the instructions. Yes, who's talking? Okay. The meeting of the Danbury Zoning Commission is being held on Zoom as a virtual meeting. Even though this meeting is a virtual meeting, members of the public and interested parties continue to have the opportunity to participate in the meeting in a couple of different ways. You can participate via Zoom and see the audio and the video, or you can call in by phone and participate via audio only. Please be aware that we may have to mute your microphone or telephone to avoid an echo or some other background noise. This is also being streamed live via YouTube. Instructions on how to participate in the meeting appear on the City of Danbury website, and all of the documents and materials that apply to the matters to be discussed during this meeting, including the agenda, are also available on the City of Danbury website. As always, if you have any questions, please contact the City of Danbury Planning and Zoning Department. As a reminder, the entire meeting will be posted on and can be seen on the City of Danbury website. We'll follow the posted agenda as per standard practice. If prior to the meeting, any questions or comments on agenda items were submitted via email to Acting Director Jennifer Eminger, those comments will be read during the appropriate portion of the meeting. Finally, please remember that technology glitches sometimes do occur. Please be patient if that happens. Commission members, speaking of Acting Planning Director Jennifer Eminger, she is here tonight. She's been with the city for, I think, 22 years. She's sat in on our meetings before. We've seen many of her documents and letters as part of exhibits on some of our prior petitions. And as you know, with the retirement of Ms. Calitro, Ms. Eminger has been named Acting Planning Director. She is here, and she will be part of this meeting. Welcome, Ms. Eminger.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. If we all can stand, anyone who has flags, they can wave them. We can stand to join Commissioner Bennett in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the
United
United
States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one
nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. So let me knock off these check marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Acceptance of the minutes. Everyone should have received the February 27th minutes. Everybody got a link for
I
it.
make a motion to accept the minutes from previous meeting.
I second that.
Commission members, a motion made by Commissioner Botello, seconded by Commissioner Bennett to accept the minutes of February 27th, 2024. Any discussion? additions, deletions, modifications, subtractions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed? Thank you. These minutes are accepted. Let me read the legal notice. Legal notice. Notice is hereby given to the zoning commission of the city of Danbury will hold a public hearing commencing at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, March 26, 2024, in a web-based meeting hosted on Zoom to consider the following matter. Petition of Syed Raza, Danbury IHOP Holdings LLC, 32 Newtown Road, K13187, for special permit for restaurant liquor license in the CG20 zone. A copy of this application is on file in the Planning and Zoning Office for public inspection. Parties in interest and citizens shall have an opportunity to be heard at this time. Agenda to be posted will include instructions on how to access the Zoom meeting and application materials and view the meeting in real time on YouTube. Theodore J. Haddad Jr. For the new members, this is a legal notice. This was posted already on the city website in the town clerk's office on March 11th, 2024. Was also published in the News Times on March 15th, 2024 and March 22nd, 2024. Purchase order 2024-8. The agenda, by the way, was filed in the town clerk's office on March 21st, 2024 at 4:35 p.m. So we have a public hearing this evening, and the petition is from Syed Raza, Danbury IHOP Holdings LLC, 32 Newtown Road, K13187, for special permit for restaurant liquor license in the CG20 zone. So the Ms. Eminger I was talking about before, instead of me reading her letter into the record, she is now here to please speak to it. So Ms. Eminger, if you would, on your staff report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the record, Jennifer Eminger, Acting Planning Director. Kind of weird. Usually say Deputy Planning Director. So as part of your package, you have a copy of the approval letter that I wrote June 16th, 2022, that for this property, 32 Newtown Road, it was a revised site plan approval. It was already a restaurant. It used to be the Mazzo Pizzeria, I think, and then it was Sorrento, Old Sorrento. So at this point, they came in for a revised site plan to provide updates to the parking lot. And part of that approval included restaurant with the sale of alcoholic beverages. The seat count included the second floor, first floor, as well as the patio, and that was at 256 seats. And again, there are usual conditions that we'd had attached, which included the lot combination. That was a condition. They've complied with that and have filed that with the town clerk's office. And one of those conditions is compliance with 3F2, which is obtaining that special permit, which is what's before the zoning commission tonight. So that's the staff report. Does the commission have any questions?
Yes, I do. It's Bruce Bennett.
Commissioner Bennett.
Yes. Sorry.
That's okay.
Where are they going to expand the parking lot to? That's been tried before with the previous owner, and I don't think it was ever approved or passed. So how is IHOP going to do it?
Mr. Chairman, if I may?
Yes, Ms. Eminger.
So as part of that revised site plan approval, we had, staff had acknowledged that there were some expansions that happened in the back without appropriate permits. And you'll see that's somewhat summarized in the approval letter. As part of that revised site plan, we legalized that parking as well as required some upgrades to the parking lot and entrances. When they came in for the zoning permit, they only came in for the first floor and the patio. And it was a phased zoning permit. So once the applicant occupies that second floor with the increased seating, then the additional parking that was required in the revised site plan will be required to be constructed. But at this time, there is adequate parking for the 142 seats that the applicant is proposing. So they comply with zoning, they comply with the site plan with respect to the seats. It's the expansion of the second floor that requires construction of, and the parking is back there now. Again, as part of that zoning permit, they'll make those improvements once they come in for permits for that second floor.
Commissioner Bennett, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I have one more question to it.
Sure, go ahead.
Is it no longer going to be a IHOP?
Mr. Chairman?
Ms. Eminger, sure.
No, it's certainly, it's been approved as an IHOP. The applicant is coming in as part of this application to serve alcohol. So it's still an IHOP, and he's just proposing to serve alcohol.
Okay.
So Commissioner Bennett, what they're looking at now, what they're asking for this evening, and Ms. Eminger, we have everything that we need to file as complete on this for this petition tonight. So for what they're seeking tonight, which is beer and wine, but they go under the title restaurant liquor, but they're looking for beer and wine. It does not include the second floor. So it's the main level, it's the patio area. They have the parking and they have everything for that. But I think what they're saying is, or what the IHOP owner committed to Ms. Eminger, I'll let the record show Commissioner Jowdy is here, is that
Thank you.
when they complete or when they do work on the second floor, they will then have another set of compliances that they have to meet. Parking, they cannot do the beer and wine up there until they come back again. So I guess we're doing a phased in or a part 1, part 2, or a part A, part B, however you want to call it. But for our purposes tonight, everything that they're looking for tonight, they have completed the necessary paperwork and construction, and they're just waiting on making a presentation and our answer. I guess, is that correct, Ms. Eminger?
Yes, it is, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And I also think we're going to hear from them maybe a couple surprises as far as expansion of hours or maybe expansion of menu, something that I heard on the radio, and we'll see if it's true or not. Commissioner Botello.
Yes, well, you edited what I was going to be asking is that, are they going to be changing their business profile? Are they going to be more than just the breakfast, and now they're pushing for dinners? And is that typical for IHOPs to be doing that across the region? Is this something? Something novice?
They'll address that. I believe they'll tell us that they would be the only one in Connecticut. They needed to get special permission from IHOP because he's just a franchise owner. I'm sure they're going to address that, and that would be a question. I'll call on you again, Commissioner Botello, to ask them directly when they come to the podium.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Commission members, anything else of Ms. Eminger? Good. So let me now ask if there's anyone wishing to speak in favor of this petition, and I would look to Mr. Syed Raza. Am I pronouncing the name correctly?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
That's great.
Hi,
So, how are you? So take your time, sir. Tell us what you got going on there, anything that you think that can help your case, and then we're going to ask you some questions if we have any.
Sure. As far as the hours, it's going to be the same hours, the operation 7 to 10.
7 a.m. to 10 a.m.?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay.
Yes. The hours will not change. The IHOP is serving a dinners and a lunch. And so we are pushing a dinner menu. So that's why they are coming up with the beer and wine programs that IHOP is, starting it. In Connecticut, yes, we will be the first one to start that.
So right now you do have lunch and dinner?
Yes, we do have.
Oh, okay, great. Commissioner Botello, there you go. Thank you. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So basically, and the lunch and dinner is very extensive dinners. We have steaks and we have salmon, fish, and quite a bit. So basically, the dinner time is quite for the IHOP. People think it's just a breakfast place, morning. So we're just trying to get the business capture at that time. And we think that we will have a bigger sales, if we have include the beer and wine into our programs,
So
amendment.
you'll increase your sales, hopefully you'll increase your sales, hopefully you'll increase your volume, and hopefully you'll get the attraction of more consumers because they know that you have beer and wine.
Absolutely.
What percentage do you think this would be as part of your sales, the percentage of beer and wine?
Chairman, it's very hard to tell at this point. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But because this is the first time we are doing it in Connecticut, so we don't know. But there's only one restaurant in Rhode Island does it, and according to them, that's they increase about 20 to 25% more sales to that.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, do you have any other businesses that you've been involved in before prior to this? Are you involved in anything else that may have been similar to this? Any other IHOPs?
Yes, we have an IHOP in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah. With the partnerships. So, but we don't serve the beers and wine there. So we have.
Okay. Are you ready to take questions, or did you have anything else you wanted to present?
No, I'm okay. Yes, and that's I think what we're doing it the second floor. There's some site plans need to be done.
Yeah.
Before we can get in the second floor. So basically, right now we're just looking for the first floors and a patio side of the to serve them. Yeah.
Now let me ask you a couple questions. Please forgive me. My copy came out very small. Is this you're going to be delivering? It's going to be a service bar only. You'll be delivering to the tables. You're not going to have a sit down bar, or are you?
No, just delivering to the tables. Yes.
Okay. So that's good. Thank you. Counter delivering. So, Commissioner Botello, you had a question? Unmute, Commissioner.
He answered one of the questions that I had about the fact that he's not going to have a sit-down bar, but is there a difference in the application if he's limited to just beer and wine versus a general, which he can sell mixed drinks and hard alcohol, if you will?
Ms. Eminger?
I think I'm going to apply for that the full license and only going to serve the beer and wine. And Moses,
Excuse me.
basically, that's it.
Mr. Chairman,
Ms. Reed.
when he came in with the application, I asked him and he said he wanted restaurant liquor, and that's why I advertised it that way. So if
Right.
you guys have to establish which way you're going tonight, so I know what when you make a decision, we'll know what it's going to be.
The restaurant liquor encompasses everything, but tonight he's looking for the beer and wine.
Absolutely.
So
Then he's
perhaps,
going to have to come back if he wants
Yes.
to upgrade to restaurant liquor.
so I was going to say, he knows he's going to have to come back, but maybe his plans are when he does the second floor, he'll come back
Okay,
for everything,
okay.
but that's up to him. Sir, you know that you'll just have to come back for full liquor.
Yes,
Yeah.
Commissioner. Yes.
So Commissioner Botello, to answer your question, he is going under the restaurant liquor license. And if we grant it, that's what we'll be granting full. Well, we will be conditioning it if we do approve it tonight to the service bar only and also beer and wine only. And also on the patio and first floor, not the second floor.
All right, thank you
Excuse
very
me,
much.
Mr. Chairman, so it'll be a restaurant beer and wine permit. It won't be a restaurant liquor permit.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
difference.
I
Okay,
stand corrected. That's right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Commission members, anything else? Commissioner Jowdy?
Yes, a question to the applicant. When you took over, there was a pretty good sized bar in there. Is that correct?
Yes.
And is that, I was in there once about 3 months ago. I didn't really notice, but is that bar still there now?
No, we basically remodeled everything. So we took it out,
Okay.
everything's, demolished, yes.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
And commission members, as Commissioner Jowdy touched on and what Ms. Eminger spoke to, there have been 3 or 4 or maybe 5 or 6 restaurants at this address with full restaurant liquor license permits prior to the IHOP. Commission members, any other questions?
I won, Mr. Chairman.
Sure, Commissioner Bennett.
I pass that restaurant 2 or 3 or 4 times a day, and it doesn't seem to be busy. The previous owners, I ate in that restaurant many times. It was Italian food. It was wonderful. Are you going to change the menu? Am I going to order pancakes and a glass of wine, or is your evening menu different? I saw you doing all the hard work outside your restaurant for months, and I saw you out there. You did the work. So I hope it works for you. And my thought is you're doing this to increase business. So how are you going to do that?
We do have a dinner menu, and which is a different menu than it's the same menu we serve all day: dinner, lunch, and a breakfast. So we do have an extensive dinner menu that people comes, and especially Tuesday we have Seniors Day, 50% off. So we're doing it all the avenue to increase the sales at that time. So you're absolutely right that after 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, people have a concept of this is just a breakfast place. So this is what we trying to do, advertisement in different ways to get the people in there.
Well, I hope it works for you because I know you did a lot of work.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope so too.
Yes, sir. It appears to me that you entered into Danbury and you had a vision and you entered the building as a IHOP Pancake House, and it's just slow at those hours. So you're increasing your menu, increasing your hours, adding lunch and dinner, and trying to get a little kickstart here, hoping that the beer and wine may do it for you.
Thank you.
Commission members, any other questions at this time?
I have a question, if I may.
Commissioner Nazario, sure, absolutely, go ahead.
Yep. So the connection I'm making in my mind is, the trend of, I guess, for lack of a better term, a boozy brunch. I know it's really popular now to, go out for brunch and have some mimosas. Will you be catering to that crowd? Are you going to market and advertise a brunch menu with drinks available? And if so, like, how will you have? I think something that's very common is like bottomless brunch, where you get all you can drink mimosas and that type of thing. Like, will you be running any type of specials like that? I'm just curious to know how you're gonna market this.
To be honest with you, I am also this the first time we're doing it, and so I have but we will. I have what's definitely gonna help us to come up with some of the marketing strategies to do that. Yes.
Great. Yeah, and I would say that it's most of the diners in the area, which I think are going to comprise most of your competition, do serve alcohol. So you can go into a diner and get breakfast, and you can get a beer or you can get a cocktail. So I don't see where this makes sense to me in that regard. I think we should give you the right to be competitive with the diners in the area that are serving a similar type of food. So I wish you the best of luck, and I'd be in favor of this.
Thank you.
Commission members, anything else of Mr. Raza at this time? Commissioner O'Neill.
Space bar didn't want to work that time. I was just curious, like right now, are you only asking for beer and wine? Because like you originally, when you talked to Joanne, you eventually want to do the whole thing. Like why would we only do beer and wine now? Or why would that be a restriction now is a general question to the members. Like what's the difference? Why would we do one or the other? Like if he knows he's going to go for the other one permanently, is there a reason to not do that now?
I believe it's the petitioner's request to only do beer and wine at this time.
I guess, but he opened up saying that he knew he wanted to do the whole thing.
Yeah, but not at this time. Mr. Raza, did you, why, I mean, you're choosing just beer and wine instead of full liquor.
No, well, I was saying earlier that, if I apply for the full liquor license, but we are just only interested to sell the beer and wine at this point. But just to have it, the later on, I mean, they required other things in details that's, you got to have bartenders and all those things. So we don't want to, have that kind of labor at this point,
Got it.
We didn't know what kind of business we will get into. So it would be better to have it, as a state applied for the full license from the state, but I don't know if it's going to be, so at this point, I am really interested in selling the beer and wine. But if I have a full license, I think that will be better to have it,
Thank you. Makes sense. Ms. O'Neill, did that answer the question?
So would he apply for the full license now and just do beer and wine because that's all he wants to do?
No, we're just giving him the beer and wine license for tonight. He says that that's his preference because if he was to do full liquor, he'd have to have a full bar, he'd have to have staff, he'd have to have bartenders, and you have to have different types of equipment. Right now, he wants to see how beer and wine flies on an experimental basis with the new lunch and dinner menu. And then if he feels it's successful, whether it's short term or long term, he'll come back to us for the full liquor. Is that correct, Mr. Raza?
Yes, I can do that. Definitely.
Okay.
Do I have to go through the zoning again if I come back for that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, that's fine.
Probably much simpler than this time around, than this time around.
Okay, okay.
Anything else, commission members? Commission members, anything else? Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Is there anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this petition? Not hearing any. Mr. Raza, did you want to, we're at the point now where if you have any final comments to make, maybe you do, maybe you don't. We're going to go to you. I'm going to go then to the acting planning director for her final comments, and then we're going to see if the commission wants to close this public hearing tonight. Did you have anything else you wanted to mention?
No, I'm good. Thank you, Chairman.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Ms. Eminger, any final comments? Anything that you had to say or add, clarify your comments?
Just to say, staff has no objection to this. And again, I think it's been established that he's looking for beer and wine. But again, I would just reiterate, only the first floor and the patio, does not include the second floor.
Service bar only. Got it. Okay, so commission members, we're at a stage where we can do one of a couple things. We can close the public hearing. We can continue the public hearing for open-ended, or we can continue the public hearing for a specific reason. I think we have all the documents that we need, so I would be looking for a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing and put it to old business.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
I got to get you a second. So
Okay.
we have a motion by Commissioner Botello to close the public hearing. We have a second by Commissioner Jotty. Any discussion, commission members? Any discussion? Not hearing any. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Commissioner Botello, you were going to mention something
My
about.
second request would be to move it to old business so we could possibly vote on it tonight.
Commission members, there's a motion by Commissioner Botello to move the petition of Syed Raza Dambray IHOP Holdings LLC, 32 Newtown Road, for special permit for restaurant liquor license in the CG20 zone under old business for discussion of possible action. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner O'Neill. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, so we're gonna move this petition to number 1 under old business for discussion of possible action. Thank you. This public hearing is closed, obviously. There is no continuation, excuse me, of any public hearings this evening. Now we go to old business for discussion of possible action. Surprise. Petition of Syed Raza Dambray IHOP Holdings LLC, 32 Newtown Road, K13187 for special permit for restaurant liquor license in the CG20 zone. The public hearing was opened on March 26th, 2024 at 7:30 p.m. It was also closed on March 26th, 2024. Commission members, anyone want to make a motion to the effect? I'll let the record show that Commissioner Villacrez is here. Commission members.
I'll make a motion.
Commissioner Botello is looking to make a motion.
Like to make a motion to approve the application, being that we've gotten enough information from the planning department that we feel that it's well received and it meets all the regulations that we need, so we can proceed and hopefully have a positive outcome tonight on this application.
I would second that.
Okay, commission members, let me also ask if the motion maker would like to condition it upon beer and wine only, number one. Number
Yes.
two, first floor and patio. Number three, not including the second floor. Number four, service bar only.
Yes, all of the above as it was written by Mrs. Eminger.
Thank you. The second of Commissioner Bennett, will you yield to that and continue with your second
Yes.
for those reasons?
Yes.
Commissioner members, any discussion? Am I missing anything? I think we got all the conditions. Commission members, help me out on that. I think we got everything. Any discussion? Commission members, any discussion? Okay, we're gonna put it to a roll call vote. A yes is yes, a no is no. Commissioner Botello,
Yes,
Commissioner Bennett,
Yes.
Commissioner Cabrera. Unmute Commissioner Cabrera.
Yes, I vote yes.
Thank you. Commissioner Jowdy,
Yes.
Commissioner Nazario,
Yes, beer and pancakes, baby.
Commissioner Nejame,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Neill,
Yes.
Commissioner Harrison.
Yes.
Commissioner Harrison is in for James. And I will make it unanimous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everybody count 9. Everybody counted 9. Mr. Raza, congratulations. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
hope your new menu works out for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I
I saw
appreciate
it.
for everyone.
I saw your sample menu today, and you were torturing me because I'm on this very strict diet and everything there looked delicious. But I promise you, when my diet's over, I'll stop by.
Please, please. Thank you so much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
Good
Good
night.
luck.
Good night.
Okay, commission members, we have a couple items under, let me put this here and let me put this over here. We get some paperwork out of the way. Commission members, we have under new business petition from REG-UB Properties LLC, Danbury Square Mall, 1519 Bacchus Avenue, F17016 for a special permit for 1, a restaurant with outdoor dining, and 2, a brew pub liquor license. In parentheses, illicit brewing company in the CG20 zone. Public hearing is scheduled for April 9th, 2024. I believe this is the space of Barnes and Noble, the old Barnes and Noble, right? So commission members, I would look for someone to make a motion to receive this petition, refer it to the planning commission for their recommendation, notify all surrounding communities that need to be
Excuse me,
notified according to
no,
state
no.
statutes. Well, we don't have to refer this out.
No referrals, just
No
put on
referral.
file. Yeah, just have on file.
That's right. Look, okay.
The next one, Mr. Chairman.
Yep. I had them both as to refer it out. Okay, thank you. As soon as I heard the no, I knew that I blew it. Number 2, petition of attorney Charles Lechtenauer to amend section 8C4C 11B and add section 8C4C 11C to the zoning regulations, in parentheses, amend off-street parking table to separate required parking calculation for inpatient, outpatient, physical, medical facilities. Do we have a date on that yet by any chance? No? Okay. So Commissioner,
Mr. Chairman, no, I'm sorry, we do not have a date yet.
I saw your head.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd look for a motion to receive this petition, refer it to the planning commission for their recommendation, notify all surrounding communities that need to be notified according to state statutes, publish it in the town clerk's office, and all necessary required publications according to state statutes, and set the public hearing date when known. Who wants to make that motion? I see any hands. Commissioner Nejame, thank you for making that motion. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Nazario. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
aye.
Those opposed? Thank you very much. Under correspondence, nothing. Under other matters for discussion of possible action, we have a proposed amendment to the zoning commission. Move these papers. We have a proposed amendment to the zoning commission bylaws. Everybody received it as according to the bylaws. We presented it and noticed it properly. So everyone got in their email dated March 6, 2024, as discussed at the February 27, 2024 meeting. In order to change the start time of the zoning commission meetings, we need to amend the bylaws. The procedure to amend the bylaws is defined in Article 7 as listed below. Article 7, amendment. These bylaws may be amended at any meeting of the zoning commission by majority vote, provided that notice of said proposed amendment is given to each member in writing at least 5 days prior to said meeting. That has been met, as I mentioned. The proposed change to the zoning commission bylaws will allow the meetings to begin at 7 p.m. instead of 7:30 p.m. For the convenience of the commission members, the deletion is struck out and the new time is bolded and underlined on the next paragraph that I read. Please consider adoption of this change. It will be discussed and voted on at the March 26, 2024 meeting. So the proposed change is as follows. Article 6, meetings. 6A, regular meetings. Unless otherwise ordered by the commission, regular meetings shall be held in the city hall at, we cross out 7:30 and we replace it with 7 p.m. on the second and fourth Tuesday of each month, except for December, during which the zoning commission shall meet only on the second Tuesday of the month. At such meetings, the commission shall consider all matters properly brought before the commission without the necessity of prior notice thereof given to any members. A regular meeting may be canceled or rescheduled by the commission at a prior meeting by majority vote of all members or otherwise in accordance with provisions of sections 1-18A, section of the Connecticut General Statutes amended. So the paragraph that I read has been long-standing in the bylaws. The only change we're making is from 7:30 to 7 p.m. Got it?
They have a question?
Yeah, we discussed making the effective date May 14, 2024. Commissioner Botello, question.
Yes, in the regulations, it says that we're going to have meetings at City Hall. Can we continue doing the Zooms?
Well, what we do is we make the governor's executive order, which has now become part of the statute, as after it expired, gives us the right to alter that at each meeting date. So generally, when we post the next meeting, we post the location of it at City Hall, at on Zoom, or at any other location. So for the purposes of tonight, that paragraph would remain exactly as it is. And as it comes to us, as each meeting comes to us, we make that decision generally at that time.
Okay.
So Commissioner Botello, we're covered.
Thank you.
And also, as I mentioned, May 14, 2024 would be a good effective date. That's the next meeting after the already posted 7:30 meetings were posted. So does anybody want to make a motion to that effect? We'll make a motion a second, then we can open it up for discussion.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Is a motion by Commissioner Botello. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Commissioner Jowdy. Discussion. Commissioner Cabrera, you had your hand up for discussion?
No, I was to accept, to make a motion.
Oh,
It's okay.
Next time to unmute and just shout it out. Commission members, any questions? Any discussion? A yes is yes, a no is no. Let's do it by Commissioner Botello,
Yes.
Commissioner Bennett,
Yes.
Commissioner Cabrera,
Yes.
Commissioner Harrison,
Yes.
Commissioner Jowdy,
Yes.
Commissioner Nazario,
Yes.
Commissioner Nejane,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Neill.
Yes.
I will make it unanimous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this may be the first time since the beginning of the zoning commission that we've changed the meeting start from 7:30 to 7. So don't forget, on April 9th, we'll be here at 7:30. April 23rd, there is no meeting due to Passover, and May 14th, first meeting in May, which is the second Tuesday of the month, we will start at 7 o'clock.
Mr. Bennett, I hope you're happy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy because I don't think I'll hit any more midnights.
Well, it sounds like it, a 9-0 vote.
You guys
Everybody's
like to
happy.
go all night. I'm a
Well, there's no guarantee when it's going to end. We just started earlier.
yeah, hit hours, so we'll be over at 11:30, not midnight.
Yeah. Our 3 o'clock in the morning meeting will end at 2:30 in the morning.
It's better.
Under for reference only, petition of Bright Ravens IS Innovation Studios, Danbury LLC, to amend sections 5B, 2B, and 5B5 of the zoning regulations, in parentheses, add hotel conversion as a special exception use with specific use regulations to the CA80 zone. Public hearing scheduled for April 9, 2024 at 7:30 p.m. Any of the alternates, try to make it that night, because we do have one regular member that's out of the country that may still be able to zoom in. And just in case we have any other regular members that may not make it, so let's see if we can get as many people here as possible. Any other matters? Any other matters? Any other matters? No? Anybody want to make a motion to, Ms. Eminger, any comments? How'd you like your first, Thank you for tonight. Ms. Eminger.
It was good. Thank you.
You did very good, but you don't need us to tell you you did good. You've been doing good for a long time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
The kind words are appreciated.
We thank you for everything that you do. Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, who wants to make this motion to adjourn? Because I'm open for it.
Let's do it. Okay, make a motion to end the
Motion to
meeting.
adjourn, second by Commissioner
second
Bennett.
it.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, let the record show at 8:16, we adjourn. Hello,
Enjoy,
Commissioner
everyone.
Villacris. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm good. I'm good. Hello.
How's it going?